Priyanka from Goa Therapy, and I'm meeting you after a really long hiatus. Unfortunately, we couldn't have our shootings because of the COVID-19 lockdown, but I'm hoping to catch up with you very soon, and let's hope that I see you regularly henceforth. Alright, so this place that I have come to is a really beautiful village named Kurka, and this place is around 5 to 6 kilometers from the capital of Goa, that is Panji. And this place has a lot of historical significance, especially during the Portuguese times. There were certain churches and a few bridges that were built here which carry significance for the public in their day-to-day life. And this is one of the places where I come to. This church is called as the Our Lady of Rosary Church in this village, and what's really beautiful about this is the scenic beauty about this. That is, it is at a height where you can get a beautiful panoramic view of this entire village, and particularly during monsoons it's really nice to see. It's a delight. Right. So now I'll come back to our topic, but before I come to the topic, I'll just brush up what I did last time. So last time what we did was that we spoke our mind has dual nature. So by dual nature, what I meant was that our mind has something called as the self-defeating tendency, called as the irrationality, which makes us more prone to anxiety or depression, and of course the self-enhancing tendency, which is rationality, which helps us pursue happiness. Now this time I am going to elaborate a little more on irrationality, that is, which leads to self-defeating tendency. That is, I am going to discuss exactly what we mean by irrational thinking, so that one is able to know what it is, pick it up, and therefore stay away from it in order to stay away from psychological illnesses. Right. Again, I would like to bring all of you towards some really remarkable work that was done by an American psychologist, Albert Ellis here. So when do I say that my pattern of thinking is irrational? I say it when this pattern makes me suffer a lot, or it doesn't take me towards any solution which is going to be beneficial to me in the long run. Well, and these includes feelings which can be something like rage, depression, anxiety, jealousy or guilt. Right? These really make me suffer. Now what is so irrational about these feelings? Well, it's because these feelings are based on some really unrealistic expectations or demands or certain judgments and some erroneous assumptions that I make about the various situations in my life. Right? Now, let's consider one thing. We all as humans have a few preferences in our lives and our desires which obviously help us achieve our goals in life. Right? Now, some of us will obviously want to achieve mightily. There will be others who will want to be approved by their loved ones. Still, there will be others who will always want that the people around them always be fair or kind to them and be considerate towards them. There will be some other people who will always want some comfort, and they will always want life to be fun and easy. There's nothing wrong really in having any preferences. But then what really makes us miserable? We make things miserable for us when we convert these preferences into some really absolute kind of demands in the form of shoulds, musts or oughts or these kinds, you know. So, and what is really very irrational in this way of thinking? It becomes irrational when we really start thinking in a way that because I want something, I must have it. Now this something can be any achievement, or it can be a desire for love, fairness or comfort, as we saw. So these will be absolute demands, right? And we'll be very rigid about our preferences. Now when we convert any given preference into an absolute must or should or an ought, okay, like a kind of a demand, what really happens is that we want this preference to happen under all situations in life on 100% occasions. So this is where the irrational aspect of it sets in. And this pushes us into all those emotions which are unpleasant and they make us unhappy, which can be rage, anger, depression, anxiety or frustration, correct? And this happens because, and see, whenever there will be a situation where our preference is not fulfilled, which will obviously happen in life because nothing comes with a guarantee. So whenever there is a situation when things don't happen our way, it will push us into these emotions, because life doesn't come with guarantee, as we saw, and of course universe doesn't run on anybody's demands and longings, but it runs on probabilities. Correct? Now I would like to give you an example here. Suppose as part of irrational thinking you tell yourself that I must always achieve in my work no matter what. Correct? So here, how does it lead to irrationality? Here we not only mean that the preference has to come true always, we will not we obviously prefer for ourselves to achieve, but it will also mean that no matter what, I must always achieve whatever may be the condition. It will be horrible to make any mistakes, I can't stand not achieving at all, and I'll be a real idiot, fool or a hopeless person if I do not achieve anything perfectly. Correct? So what really happens in this way of thinking? This pushes us into that circuit of unhappiness and those emotions of self-downing, frustration and anxiety, because there will be times when inevitably someday we may not really achieve what we want. And when this happens, what will it lead to? We will be unhappy, and it will also come in our progress of being a person who accepts her imperfections, overcomes them and works on them to be a better person tomorrow. So this will come in the way of our progress, and therefore this is the self-defeating behavior that we can get into through irrational thinking. So friends, to summarize, I will just say that the human mind, the irrational thinking is for the human mind, it has this very unique nature of being very absolute and rigid about one's preferences, and that leads to certain self-defeating behaviors. Now we must bear in mind that if we do not understand that we as humans are all fallible, we will always have certain unrealistic standards and unreasonable demands from our life. And this will in turn, if things go our way, well, we'll be happy, but if things do not go our way, it will push us further into unhappiness and emotions of rage, frustration, depression or anxiety. And this will further come into the way of our progress, because it might lead to certain self-defeating behavior like avoidance, which we saw in this case, right? So that is about irrational thinking, and next time when we come back, I will discuss about certain common irrational beliefs that we often harbor and some contrasting rational beliefs that help us in better coping. Till then, I ask you to stay tuned to my channel The Goa Therapy. Please hit a like if you have liked this video and subscribe to my channel The Goa Therapy. Thank you.